What's going on, everybody, and what's going on, folks? And welcome to the legendary podcast, the Deconstructing Topic Podcast. Oh, we got New York. No. Go New York, go New York, go. Check out my latest podcast here in regards to the New York Knicks heading to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. And I did a little bit follow my podcast here on Podbean or follow me everywhere at the Deconstructing Topic Podcast. Ooh, I'm a little bit excited. Once again, feel free to hit the like and all that good stuff. My information should be on the description. Feel free to do whatever it is that you need to do. But once again, talking about my New York Knicks, I got a little good podcast here. And I was kind of talking about what's going on in regards to my New York Knicks and heading to the finals. And that's a big, Knicks fan or Knicks fan following the Knicks for years. Sadly, I came to the realization that I'm just looking at there at the Knicks. It's not been easy. And then I'm a 90s kid when it comes to basketball. And if you look at the New York Knicks, and starting in, let's see if I could put this a little bit more up. Started in the 90s, 91, that's when Pat Riley became the coach of the New York Knicks. I mean, we were winning. And we made it to the conference finals, the finals. I mean, how can I say? A lot of heartbreak and a lot of heartbreak. And shout out Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Marcus Camby in the late 90s, Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell, Ron Harper, Charles Oakley, and that team that I grew up. And that was what the staple of the 90s, as if you could see right here, the New York Knicks, if you're looking at the win column here, 60, 57, 55. We had a little coaching change. We still did a little bit of something, the Jeff Van Gundy days. We still managed to do a lot, especially after going to the finals. And here we go into the Eastern Conference Finals. Jeff Van Gundy, that's another sleeper. And after Jeff Van Gundy, sadly, somewhere we head to the 2000s, and that's when things become a little bit. Now, look at this. On my right side of the screen here, it's the playoffs, basically. And the fact is that the Knicks was just going to the playoff each year. There are times that we went to the finals. There are many times that we lost in the conference finals, which is heartbreaking, to say the least. But the fact is this, that once the 2000s, once I became older, I had my own place, the 2000s were a little bit wild for me. But the fact is that the Knicks, the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks, look at this. In the 2000, all the way to 2017, 18, we only won two. We're talking about 15 years there, 17 years, whatever the case, and we only made it to the playoff 4 times. And I know these are the days of Carmelo Anthony and so on. But once we just went on a funk. And to understand that even 6-7 years ago, the Knicks, look at this, even in 2019, we had 21 wins and 45 losses. Just to tell you, then the 2020s happened. Obviously we enter the 2020s with a little bit of crazy stuff going on. But hey, listen. My New York Knicks started winning now that we got the coach Tom Thibodeau, which I enjoy. He did a decent job to what it is, even though his coaching, a lot of people kind of question his philosophy on just playing 8-9 plays instead of playing like a whole rotation of 12 players. Even in garbage time, I'm just saying, But the fact is this, the New York Knicks, in the last few years, we have made it to the conference semis, conference finals. We won the conference, and we now at the championship with Mike Brown, which, Mike Brown, when he came in, I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's just to tell you, I did a podcast on this in regards to being a Knicks fan. Out of all the sports teams, or my favorite sports team, when it comes to the Rangers, the Knicks, the Yankees, the Giants, I'm gonna say that the Knicks have come a little bit too short, and it's the only team that I follow. That it's my favorite. that have not won a championship. We got the New York Rangers. They got 1994 New York Rangers. I remember that. Yeah, I went to the parade down there. First time in 40 years. The New York Yankees. I'm a spoiled 1990s Yankee fan. Oh, but last time we won was a long time ago. In 2009. Come on, let's get it. Come on, Yankees, let's get it. This is the year. Come on. New York Giants. Very interesting because my first sports year that I could start to have a recollection of sports, it was back in 1990, 1991, and the New York Giants. I remember that year when they started like 10-0 or something to that effect. We blowing everybody out, our defense. Then Phil Simms gets hurt, all that good stuff. Jeff Hostetler, can we win? And hey, listen, we're gonna run when we play the Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl 25. We're gonna run, kill the clock, spend time on the clock, whatever it is. Defense, and the fact that we won the Super Bowl. So my beloved New York Giants is the first sports team that I follow. That are my favorite. When I say I follow, it's like my favorite, in regards to the four sport, Notre Dame, it's a whole different story. College football, college basketball, I don't have a home, but sometimes I like to root for some of the home teams, the local teams at least, the UConns, the St. John's, you already know, Syracuse, New York. So, but it comes to the New York Giants, that's that team. And the fact that we have won 3 Super Bowls, and we made it to 1 and we lost 1. But the fact that the New York Giants, to me, hey, listen, we got to get the ball rolling too. Come on, Jackson. Come on, team. All that nonsense that's going on. Come on, let's get it together. But the New York Knicks, finally, we in the finals since 1999. We don't know who's going to be playing. OKC, San Antonio Spurs, we don't know. But I'm just saying, we got to make it happen because, hey, I'm here. And we got to do this year. Jalen Brunson. I mean, we got a team. And it's not that we have a team of great players. They're all great. What I'm saying is that we have a team. We have a chemistry. We have people who believe in each other, trust each other. I mean, I've seen guys from Shamit, OG, Bridges. I mean, you name it. Brunson, obviously. Cat Towns. You already know. Meow. You already know. You know what I mean? So it's just, we know where the ball's going. We know we hit that transition. We grab the basket, pass it, boom, 3-point, boom. Let's go, New York. No, New York, go. So as you're looking at this screen, once again, it's just to tell you the heartbreak in regards to the situation. I mean, look at my old school New York Knicks here. Ooh, my goodness. Well, Patrick Ewing, Short Smith, Rolando Blackman, John Starks. You already know how them boys do. But listen to my episode here. It's a tribute to my love for the New York Knicks and my love and many of the dislike and hate years that I have with the New York Knicks. I mean, sometimes, I'm one to say watching some of these Knicks games and listen, and it plays with the New York Giants too. I'm watching you. Giants are, ever since that little boat thing going on, you already know. The New York Rangers, yeah, they kind of been sticking up the joint. In the last 10 to 12 years, we made it to the Stanley Cup. We had a contending team. We had one of the best goalies out there. You already know. But sadly, we just couldn't, we couldn't go over the hump. So, Lindqvist, that's his name. King Henrik Lindqvist from the New York Rangers. What a great goalie. My favorite goalie of all time. Behind Mike Richter for the New York Rangers back in 1994. Let's go. But the fact is this, once again, the New York Knicks be making it. Whether it's OKC, the Spurs. Hey, listen, this team, I love how this team is. A little bit different in the 99 team. The 99 team just were playing, which is, it was a short season, whatever it is. But then, we head to the Spurs, the 2-headed monsters there with the Twin Towers, no pun intended, with Tim Duncan and David Robinson and, Sean Elliott and just a bunch of role players that just stepped up and just say, boom, 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 let's get it. So that's my take on that situation. But hey, listen, feel free to like, share, and comment. Let's talk about all that because, hey, listen, 1999, let's party like 1999. Let's go. New York, go New York. But anyways, we making it happen. You already know. Holla at your boy. And show love here. I'm over here with the PayPal information, all that information. And you can reach out to me on my email, whatever it is. Let's make it happen. You already know. Let's go New York. Boom.